everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. It is my privilege today to showcase to you a statue from figure class of Goku from the anime Dragon Ball Super. Be sure to stick around to the end where you can find out the details on how you can have a chance to win one of the 4 Culture Shock Majin Vegeta pins that are numbered and exclusive, as well as the Figure Arts Zero Goku that you see in the back. Jumping straight into this statue showcase, we can see this is number 585 of 666 made. Figure class, we have the Dragon Ball Super logo on there, and this is number 1 in their collection series. On the front, we will see the kanji that Goku used after training with King Kai that he wore all the time. We have the Dragon Ball name on the side. And then on the back is the port that we will be using to light the LEDs with a micro USB cord. And then over on this side, we have the collections. Getting a top-down view, you'll see all the LEDs, which there's a lot there. So it's going to be very bright coming up. To further enhance this base, you will see some ki or energy that's flowing all throughout. A dust cloud with some rubble particles. And then you have the actual stone base on the bottom. The main effect piece in this statue is this large piece of ki energy that's sculpted all as one giant piece. On the bottom, you'll see it looks like it's cracked. That's actually sculpted into the bottom. I'll show you that in just a moment. But all throughout, there's texturing, and there's smooth for these bottom parts. And as it goes towards the tip, it is a little bit more of a rougher texture, but really cool. When you throw the LEDs up in it, it lights very differently. And again, here's that bottom part. You can see there was kind of a cracked rubble look to it. So it wasn't actually cracked, the resin. It's just how it was sculpted. I usually wait till the statue's all together before I show off the LEDs, but I did want to give you a little bit of a preview so you can see how it reflects all throughout that clear resin. Those textured pieces that I mentioned before are painted a little bit darker, and I love how they shine through the lights when you turn them on. Goku coming in, and he was sculpted in 5 different pieces. You have the main body that we see here, and then the 2 arms, his head, and also his blue belt. This is where Goku will be keyed into the statue and meet where that cracked aura effect was. And if you look all throughout this statue, I'm going to try to give some nice close-up shots. The texturing on his clothing is just incredible to both see and touch. It feels so realistic. On the right, we will see Whis' logo, and I do believe that this statue was taken from the scene where Goku was showing Frieza his power in the Resurrection F movie. The muscle definition along the neck and chest look great, and the skin tone they chose for the statue is also spot on. Here is the piece of the sash or belt that was sculpted separately, and I do have a little bit of blue tack on there. That is what I use when something doesn't fit perfectly, to add a little bit of an extra layer that doesn't damage the statue and allows it to sit on the statue safe and secure. If you haven't checked out my links in the bottom of my description for my go-to items as a collector, that is where you'll find a link for something like that. The statue itself does come with 2 sets of arms. You have this one that you'll see here, which is more of a clenched fist and arms up a little bit. The muscle definition and again the skin tone just look great. If you did notice before, there were magnets impacted into that shoulder socket area that allow them to be keyed in to the part of the body and safe and securely stay in place. The other set of arms that are included are in more of a relaxed position to his side, and you'll see later when we install both of them on there, I actually prefer a nice mixture of both the clenched fist and one of these relaxed ones, but you'll have to let me know in the comments section kind of what your preference would be if you had this statue. Included with this statue is also 3 different head sculpts, and they only differ in the hair color, so you could switch them out with whatever your preference would be. I personally grew up with Dragon Ball Z being one of my first anime that I ever experienced. I don't know if you can consider the Pokemon Indigo League actually anime. I guess it would be. So that would be my technically first, but Dragon Ball Z would be my second that I was ever exposed to. So having him in a Super Saiyan form typically is more preferred for me over the super forms and the power levels that he obtained in that. As you can see, the 2 alternative heads are with Goku donning the Super Saiyan blue hair, or the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan mode, whatever you want to call it. Two different shades were included. I believe one is to reflect when he's powering up, and one's to reflect when he's about to be powering down, I guess. With these first two arms in, that'll show you how he looks in more of a relaxed state with those hands to his side. I'll go ahead and show you all the heads on the body as well as my preferred stance with the arms swapped out on the left. Again, let me know in the comments below what your combination would be of both hair and arms. The last piece to be installed on this statue is actually this effect, which was sculpted separately and sits on the side of the key energy that's sitting behind Goku, and I did use a little bit of blue tack on that as well to make sure it securely sits into place. Now it's time to dim the lights. I do love it when LED lights have effects to it where it throbs or pulsates, but for this statue, I think it's perfect with it being static. I'm going to mess around with the lights a little bit to show you what it would look like if it did, but I think these are great balanced LEDs that look great in both the dark and in the light. I would consider this statue to be a museum pose, but it also has a nice diorama to it, so it doesn't seem lifeless or as if he's just standing there by himself. Special shout out and thank you to my members on the channel. Your support means so much to me, and I'm so happy that this program is growing. Again, for those ever interested, anybody at the Kage level tier does get a 10% off coupon to the statue reseller Favor GK. Again, thank you all so much. For the giveaway that we talked about in the beginning, here are the details that you will need to know. The first thing we'll be giving away is this Figure Arts Zero Goku, and the second will be 4 different pins. They'll go to 4 different winners from Culture Shock Pins, which you'll find on Instagram. They are of Majin Vegeta. They look incredible, and they are numbered, so exclusive. In the comments section, there will be a pinned comment with all the details on what you'll need to do. Please see that for instruction. I really hope you enjoyed this different content showcasing something different from Dragon Ball Super. If you enjoyed this, you're going to really enjoy the next Dragon Ball statue coming up. And as always, everybody, I'll see you in the next video. And do what you love what you do. Bam out.